everyone. My name is Mohit Verma. I work with National Lending League. It's a brokerage is owned by MEC, Secure Capital. I
Mm-hmm.
work actually internally as one of their mortgage agents internally. So I've been in the industry for 5+ years, and I've been an associate working with brokers before that when I was an insolvency counselor for another 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So for a while, I knew I was specialized, for bad credit, people who are looking for mortgage financing with bad credit, self-employed, or proposal, judgment, etc. So I found my niche. So, but a lot of those clients were looking for assistance for a broker who actually cares what they need and want to help them get back to the bank instead of just a quick commission.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So last 5 years, that's what I've been really focusing on, is to help clients out, not just get them like a quick second mortgage or home equity loan. It's actually get them a mortgage that makes sense, get
Mm-hmm.
them, move forward year by year back to the bank instead of just being left in the dark, which I've been seeing a lot lately in the market.
And I believe when we were talking in the past, you told me that you have spent somewhere around 40,000 above in your marketing as well. What's the story
Yes,
behind
yes.
that?
So I was spending when I was going to marketing, right? Because I was trying to get more independent than dependent. I spent about 40,000 dollars on marketing on Google and like different other marketing companies, but nothing was working out successfully, and it took me time to recover those costs.
Mm-hmm. So you did not even break even with that
No,
forty thousand
I
dollars.
didn't even break even. It was a total write-off.
All right. So you were basically getting the leads out of it, but those leads were not converting, or the number of
No,
leads
I was
were
not even
very low
getting
as well.
leads. I was barely getting leads.
You were barely getting leads. So how did you come to know about my agency?
Okay, so when I saw your thing on LinkedIn back in October, November, when you said guarantee 50 leads, I'm like, okay, let me contact this guy. How serious this guy is, or is this just another typical scam? I hear a million different market agencies saying the same thing, blah blah blah, and it's all false promises. So I called him. I called Sam. I said, Sam, you do home equity loan second mortgages? He said, nope, just purchase and refis. I said, okay, when are you planning to do it? I have no clue. Then I saw your thing again in January. It's like, oh, January or February. I said, okay, Sam, I saw your thing. You're posting home equity loans. Have you started? I said, yes, kind of. And it's like, okay, let me give it a shot.
Yeah.
And then you told me your price. I'm like, Sam, yeah, nah, I'm kind of iffy because I just signed it with someone. I have a 6-month term, right?
Mhm.
And I don't know if there's a conflict. And he said, okay, well, go try it. So I signed him up for 1 month. He's kept convincing me for like, Mohit, just take the 3-month plan. Take the 3-month plan. I'm like, no. Because I knew back in my head, again, I may waste $6,000, which he proved me wrong.
That's
So
right.
one of the things I was happy working with Sam is like he works very differently from other marketing agencies. He actually cares, right, with his results, and cares about his clientele business,
Hmm.
right. And I remember in the last 3 weeks, I think so, Sam, it was, I've been just hunting you down, calling you daily, like what's going on. We kept changing ads, we kept changing the verbiage, we kept changing this till we figured the gold where it wasn't,
Mhm. Mhm.
right. But he was patient enough to answer the phone calls, doesn't matter what time of the day, and understand what I'm looking for. And he didn't give up, and
Hmm.
he understood I was not giving up, right.
That's
And
right.
we knew the results will show up as soon as we find it. So
That's
after 3 weeks of us going back and forth, we started popping the results coming in.
mhm.
Leads were starting to come in, the qualified lead, not like the random leads, right.
Mhm.
And the leads are starting to fill up into applications,
That's right. So how
right.
many since when we have started working?
We started working around March, I believe. It was like March 6th, right, Sam?
That's somewhere around March,
Yeah,
March 4th or 6th, I believe.
yeah.
Yeah. So how many leads you have got so far?
Got right now, we're standing at 76 leads right now.
76
Yeah,
in last 20 days.
3 weeks. Yeah, something like 3 weeks. Yeah.
In last 20 days. Okay. And how many applications were you able to obtain out of those leads?
Right now, 45. After
45.
the constant tweaking, which we started, I can see the second month we're gonna have more qualified leads than like non-qualified leads.
That's right. Still, the leads that are coming into you. You have 4 to 5
Yes.
applications that you have obtained. Then I believe you were telling me that you have a couple of them in your pipeline as well. Those that are blue in your sheets. So you're continuously following up with those leads. They may turn
Yes.
up.
Yes.
They may turn up into the paid clients in the future.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
as far as I know, there are some customers who have actually asked you to contact in June, so
Yes.
that they are looking to, for the renewal, I believe,
Yes.
for the
Yes.
refi in June.
That will
And
be
then
fine for the seconds. Yes.
there are a couple of other customers who are looking to renew their mortgages this year.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So in total, it will be somewhere around at the end of the month. You have like 5 applications right now, and you have 4 to 6 people in your pipeline as well, or it's more than that?
Sorry, say it again. What's the last one?
You have 5 applications right now that you have obtained,
Yes.
and you have
Yes.
4 to 6 customers in your pipeline as well that may convert.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
may convert. Okay, wonderful.
Right now, it's working to collect the documents in order I can audit the appraisal, and so I submit it to the lenders.
You have actually told me that you are already working on Facebook leads generation, and you showed me your advertisements, the funnel. How that thing is working out for you, and why you actually decided to try out my services when you were running the similar services. I know it was a very
Yes.
difficult call for you to go ahead with me because you had some very bad experience in the past
Yes.
in terms of Google advertisement and some other advertisements as well. And then my way to generate the leads is from Facebook, right? You
Yes.
already had an agency that you still have a contract with,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
You still have like 6 months contract with him. But what's the story behind that?
So it's funny to say because like you both advertise on Facebook, but he was not able to pop 1 or 2 leads for me, and you have you popping leads at almost 1 to 2 or 3 a day. So and it shows like it can work, but it's a matter of who's doing it and what type of marketing they're doing it.
That's right. It totally depends on how you are basically advertising yourself, who you are
Yeah.
advertising yourself. Because when you advertise, on any platform, you need to make sure that you are actually advertising to your clientele, not running your advertisements, to an open public and wasting your dollars.
Yeah.
Because with every dollar we spend, we need to make sure that we are actually getting, a good ROI on that.
Yeah.
Until and unless the ROI is not there, and if the customer is just investing his money and he's not getting any return on his investment, I don't think that sort of the advertising or any other thing
Yeah.
would work out in the longer run.
Yeah.
So far, you have you have told me that so far you have 5 applications that you have obtained out of the leads that I have generated for you, and you have a couple of them in your pipeline as well. Do you have any idea in terms of revenue? What's the revenue look like with all the applications that you have obtained right now? Just
Okay,
talking
so from
about
the
the 5.
4 to 5, if I can close all 4 or 5 files, is between 5 to 10,000 each.
$5,000 to $10,000 each. So
Yeah.
if you have 5 applications that you have obtained right now, you are
Yeah.
potentially looking at somewhere around $50,000 business.
Yeah, like 15,
If
20,000. Yes.
if they get close. Wonderful, wonderful. So and any suggestions for us? Any recommendations for us?
Okay, so what my recommendation is this: for a lot of the brokers, right? I'll just let you know, like when Sam tells you his price, don't think twice, just take it. When he tells you take the 3 month plan, don't listen to your own brain. Just listen to him for the 3 month plan. He has a system, just follow it, just shut up and listen to him.
That's right.
Don't be like me, take the 1 month plan, pay it, and then you regret why you took the 1 month plan. I should have took the 3 month plan.